Now imagine, I was sat minding my own business. I had my Lotus milkshake. I've always had like Oreo, Kinder Bueno milkshakes. The other day, I came across a Lotus milkshake. Ridiculous. Game changer. You must try it. But anyways, I was sat minding my own business and I came across a report which said Milan are looking to head into the direction of building an Italian core at club level in terms of on the pitch, but they're also looking to build an Italian core at board level, at managerial level. Milan are looking to appoint an Italian coach for next season to replace Sergio Conceição. And I was thinking, which Italians can Milan appoint? And every single day you're seeing rumours. One day it's Carlo Ancelotti, the other day it's Roberto Deserby, then it's Allegri, then possibly Gasperini, then Vincenzo Italiano. All of these coaches. So I was like, it's only right to make a video ranking them. Who Milan should look at, who Milan might be taking a gamble on, and who Milan should stay away from. And why? So the way we will break down this video is category number 1 is a success. Who I think can come to Milan, revolutionise the club and take them in the right direction. Category number 2 is the risky one where it's 50-50. It can go one of two ways. And category number 3 is the one where the coach will come in, the manager will come in, and in my opinion, big time flop, takes Milan 4-5 steps backwards. Now, the names that they've been linked with the most are the following. You've got Allegri, you've got Vincenzo Italiano, you've got Gasperini, you've got Maurizio Sarri, you've got Carlo Ancelotti, and you've got Roberto Deserby. So those are the 6 managers that we are going to rank and see where they are. But listen, on top of everything, if you're new, make sure to subscribe, make sure to hit the like button. Make sure to let me know what you think in the comments. I always love to hear what you guys have to say in the comments. And if you've got the socials, connect with me. Why not? Anyways, let's start. Number 1. Numero uno. Let's go Allegri. Let's go Allegri for number 1. Allegri, Milan, not a fan of it in the slightest. I made a video 1-2 months ago. For me, it's a step in the wrong direction. I understand the point in an Italian manager. I understand the point in a manager that's been there, done it before. He knows the Serie A. The Serie A. He knows the Serie A. He's an experienced winner. He's a manager of pedigree. Those are all the things that Allegri has in his locker book. But I ask myself, Allegri in the modern game, 2025, 2026, is he amongst some of the best coaches? Does he have the attributes of some of the best of coaches? Can he implement a philosophy, a style of play? Can he work with the players? Can he take this Milan team, well, let's be real, they are struggling tactically. They are struggling mentally. They do lack leadership. Can he work with those players? Can he take them 4-5 levels up? In my opinion, no. I'll be honest. Allegri, he's an amazing coach. Yeah, and like what he's done in the Serie A speaks for itself. But at the same time, what he's done in the Serie A as of late, it paints a horrible picture. And for me, it's just a step in the wrong direction. I don't want to call him a dinosaur and say his type of management and the way he likes to play the game and the way he approaches the game is wrong. But I just feel like football is always changing. Football now is not the same as it was 5 years ago. And 5 years ago, it's not the same as it was 10 years ago. I just look at Allegri and I look at his last stint at Juventus and I'm like, it just didn't work out, man. Like, when you're asking him to set up the team tactically and try and nullify the opposition, he couldn't do it. When you're asking him to develop players individually and take them to the next level, he couldn't do it. And for me, he's just such a hot character. Like, you're either on his side or you're not. And for me, I don't want to see Allegri at Milan. For me, I put this down as a flop. Okay? So Allegri, flop. Category number 3. Next in line, Vincenzo Italiano. Let's just keep this short and sweet. I like Vincenzo Italiano a lot. I think he's the hottest prospect in the Serie A at the moment in terms of his age, in terms of his career. You could see wherever he's been, even when like he was at Trapani, then he went to Spezia, then he went to Fiorentina, Bologna. Wherever he's been, he's punched above his weight and he's done the unimaginable. Like, he's gone there with very minimal expectations, but he's achieved a lot. Whether that's the achievement could just be getting the club to play a new exciting brand of football, whether it's getting them to a European Cup final, whether it's just getting them into a league position that no fan ever dreamed of. Vincenzo Italiano is one of those coaches that's shown, wherever I go, I take the club forwards with me. I take them high. Yeah, I raise the ceiling. I raise the bar. I take the level up, and he's shown it. And I feel like those are things that you always have to take into consideration. The fact that wherever he's been, he's raised the level. Wherever he's been, he's succeeded. And I feel like when it comes to football, the definition of success can be so different. Success doesn't always have to mean silverware. Success can literally be taking a club that is in a relegation battle every season and turning them into a mid-table club. That is success. It all depends on the context. Success can just be getting a team into European football now, regardless of what you do in the competition. For me, he's succeeded at every single club he's been at. And I think this season, it speaks for itself. Like, he walks in as a new coach at Bologna instead of Thiago Motta. Bologna have just sold their two best players of last season, Joshua Zirkzee, Ricardo Calafiori. And he still walks in. And he gets them to perform better than last season's, having lost the two best players. Like, it says a lot about him. And let's not forget, the Coppa Italia final. And I genuinely feel like he's got a solid chance of winning that. This is a manager that's punched above his weight. He's done well. He's of the right age. He's got the experience. He understands the Serie A. He can work with players. He can develop players, okay? I feel like that's one thing that we've seen on Vincenzo Italiano throughout his career. He can sit a player down and tell him, this is where you're going right. This is where you're going wrong. So let's focus on where you're going right and try and get you to do it on a consistent basis. But where you're doing wrong, let's try and minimize that. Let's try and get that out of your game. A lot of players have grown under him. And for me, I put him success. If Milan can get Vincenzo Italiano, next season will be exciting. So for me, I got Vincenzo Italiano up as a success. Next in line, Gasperini. Looking like he's ready to leave Atalanta. And he's probably sat telling himself, I've got one more big job in me. Like, he is relatively old. I've got one more big job in me. I want to experience life outside of Atalanta. I just look at it and tell myself, Atalanta is for Gasperini and Gasperini is for Atalanta. Like, that dude can get away with anything at Atalanta. Okay, he is above the club. He is above the board. He is above the players. Whatever he does, whatever he says, it stands and it runs. And he's got that trust. He's got that support from the fan base, from the board members, from everybody. Now, some managers, they need all of those things in their corner room just to flourish, to succeed. They need that power. They need that sense of assurance. They need that trust. I don't think you get that in the modern game. I'll be honest with you guys. Like, even when I look at football, how many managers have worked at clubs where they've been given that power? Like, I look at somebody maybe like Arsene Wenger at Arsenal, but that's decades ago. Sir Alex Ferguson at Manchester United, decades ago. Maybe as of late, Pep Guardiola at Manchester City. Nowadays, clubs, they don't give that power and trust and that time and that patience to any coach. If a coach steps out of line, there's consequences. If a coach has a falling out with a top player, we've seen as of late, clubs will dash the manager aside in order to retain that player. Gasperini, he just comes with... There's too much luggage when it comes to Gasperini. Gasperini, the coach, I think is amazing. I could probably make a case the best coach in the Serie A. But I feel like in order for you to get that coach, you have to put a lot on his plate. And I don't think Milan are happy already to put all of those things on Gasperini's plate. And for me, you appoint Gasperini, you're going to hold him back. Because I feel like he needs those things in order to flourish. So if you don't give him those things, I don't think he will flourish. And that's why I always say, Atalanta is for Gasperini and Gasperini is for Atalanta. Like, the grass isn't always greener on the other side. But I feel like he's reached that stage in his career where he's happy to take that gamble. But for me, as wild as this may sound, I've got Gasperini down as a flop. I really, really, really do. I have Gasperini going down as a flop, but that's just my opinion. Next in line, we got Maurizio Sarri. This one is a tough one. I like him, but at the same time, I know his brand of football is very, very, very strict. Like, he's not the most lenient. He's not the most adaptable. Like, he's not one of those coaches that walks into a team and says, you know what? I don't have the players to play the way that I want to play. So, you know what? Let's change it up. No. He walks in. This is how I play. Sink or swim. You either step up to the plate and show that you can develop and grow and tweak your game and fit into my formula, or you can go. And I just look at Milan and I tell myself, you bring in Sarri. I think Sarri is an amazing coach. And I think he can do really, really, really well. Like, he's shown it throughout his career. Juve, Chelsea, Lazio. Wherever you put him, he will do well. But I feel like his football, the success, the growth, there's a peak to it. And the peak is It all depends on how much the club is willing to back him, how much the club is willing to get him certain profiles that suit the way that he wants to play. And I look at the Milan squad and I say, if he was to walk in, it is a risk. It is a risk because I don't look at the squad and say all of the players would suit Sarri's play style. Some, yes, but not all. Now, some of these players, Sarri wouldn't have a choice because they're some of Milan's best of players. So you need to find a way to integrate them and make it work. And I don't know if Sarri can do that. I'll be honest with you guys. Like, Sarri is so strict with the way he is. Like, even at Napoli, like, this is how I play. This is who I want. If you can't do this, you're nothing to me. I don't care about your name. I don't care about how much money you earn. I don't care about your status, your value. You have to do what I ask of you. And for me, I put it down as a risk. I would like to see it, but if he was appointed at Milan, I definitely wouldn't say Milan are going to hit the ground running from day one. His style of football, it probably takes 6 to 12 months just to teach the players. For that reason, I put him down as a risky appointment. Next in line, we got Ancelotti. This one, I might be going against everything that I've ever said about Ancelotti. Ancelotti, as of late, he's a manager that's come under heavy criticism. Oh, he's got no tactics. Oh, he's got no style of play. Oh, look at Real Madrid. They've just been knocked out of the Champions League. There is a high chance that they won't go on to win La Liga. How? You've got Mbappe. You've got Vinny Jr. You've got Rodrigo. You've got Jude Bellingham. You got all of these stars. How have you not made it work? For me, Ancelotti's not really like a tactical manager or a system manager. For me, Ancelotti is just one of those dudes where he will put you in the place, the position that he feels like your skill set suits the most. But he's not going to tell you when you have the ball, wait for the underlap and then feed the underlap and then expect the cutback. And when this happens, the centre mid, you tuck inside, the fullback, you invert in order to try and stop a transition. He's not that type of coach. Like, he's not the most tactical coach. He's not really a style of play type of coach. He's more, I will assess you, the player. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? And I will tell you, okay, cool. Those strengths, I want them on the right-hand side. Those weaknesses, they don't belong in my team. But once he puts the players out there, it's just trust. I always say Ancelotti's style of play is trust. He trusts the players to get the job done. And that's why a lot of times people say, in order for Ancelotti to succeed, he needs some of the best of players in the world. Like players of high pedigree, players of experience, players of physical ability, technical ability, mental ability. Like when you see what he's done with Real Madrid, like last season, the Champions League, La Liga, he's just stood on the side and he's like, listen, I trust you guys. So when you're 1-0 down, I trust you guys to find a way to create an opportunity. I trust you guys to remain calm, composed, and get the job done. You need to have the best of players. Because in my opinion, the best of players, they don't need coaching. They don't need system. All they need is for a manager that can consistently motivate them, rally the troops, keep them in line, discipline them, and keep them hungry. But then go out there on the pitch and express yourself. This is going to sound crazy. I got Ancelotti being a massive success at Milan. I just think the fact that this club at board level, they just lack a leader. Like when Paolo Maldini was there, that's aura. That is leadership. That is somebody that, as a player, as a coach, you have no choice but to respect. And it's no surprise, as soon as he left, it went downhill. Bro, Ancelotti walking in, like just his name alone, what he's done in the Serie A as a player, what he's done as a coach across the world, I just think he walks in. Bro, I hate using this word, but he's got aura, bro. Like when he walks in, this is Carlo Ancelotti. If he tells you to run through a brick wall, you are running through a brick wall because you know players in the past, when they ran through a brick wall, they've gone on to win Champions Leagues. They've gone on to win league titles. And I feel like this Milan team, that's what they need. They need a coach that can keep them in line. And for me, like the Ancelotti one can actually go in every single category. Because if I was to speak on him like tactically and how well he can adapt in the modern game and whether or not his style of play of letting players express themselves is the best route to go down, you could probably turn around and say, yo, in the modern game, players having the opportunity to express themselves, there's good days and there's bad days, because on some days where their confidence is low, they can't express themselves. Ancelotti was so difficult because it could actually go into every single category. But for me, I just think, bro, the aura, the respect, the charisma, the personality, like who he is and what he's achieved, I have to put it as a success. I'll be honest with you guys, because He is one guy that could literally walk in and get like spin the entire season, in my opinion. I don't know, man. Ancelotti's one is so difficult, but I'll just put it down as a success. Finally, Roberto Deserby. I've been banging on about Milan appointing Roberto Deserby, but mainly from a tactical aspect. I feel like his brand of football is so entertaining. I feel like his brand of football suits these players. But he's a hot potato for me. And there's a reason why I put him down as a risky appointment. I think in terms of revolutionizing Milan, he's probably the best. The brand of football, it suits the modern game. It can go toe-to-toe with some of the best teams in the world. Yes, of course, there's some drawbacks to it. I just think tactically, brand of football, entertainment, overall project, a lot of players across the world will look at Deserby and be like, I want to play under him. Because the brand of football, it gets the most out of his players. That's where he succeeded the most, in my opinion, at Brighton. He got so much out of those players. And even at Marseille, to be honest, like, yeah, as of late, they've been poor. But up until Christmas, Marseille were playing some of the best football in Liga 1. The reason why I put him down as risky, he's a hot potato. Like, the other day, they lost, and apparently he didn't speak to the players. He cancelled training. He said to the players, I don't want to train you guys. And he just took 1-2 days off. He's a hot potato. Like, he's actually a hothead. But you could see he loves the game. Like, he's passionate about it. And sometimes, as a coach, you need to remain calm. You need to remain composed. You need to control your emotions because you need to connect with players. And when players see a manager as a hothead, like he's got anger issues, they might go in the opposite direction. And it's difficult for them to build a bond with a coach like that. But I just think the football... Oh, like if one day I could turn around and say, yo, Milan are playing Deserby ball, it might be one of the most entertaining football in the Serie A. But the problem is, has he shown throughout his career, he can get a team to perform at that level for 2, 3, 4 seasons. And in those seasons, they keep growing and growing and growing? No. Because he's one of those dudes. He reminds me of Antonio Conte, where he comes in, he does well, but if one thing goes against him, if he doesn't get one decision from board level, from a player level, he will throw his toys out of the pram and he will more than happily leave. And for that reason, I put it down as a risky appointment because I'm looking at it from both ends of the spectrum. But listen, this was actually such a difficult video to make. This is my ranking of it. I would love to hear what you guys' ranking is. And I will catch you guys on another one. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe. And I'll catch you guys on another one.